My name is Chelsey Freeman, and today we will be analyzing the terms and conditions for Priceline.com. We will discuss what makes terms and conditions valid for websites, what that means for the site users, and changes that need to be made to the Priceline terms and conditions. According to the American Bar Association, no approach can guarantee a term from any terms and conditions contract is enforceable. There are guidelines that writers can use when creating these contracts for clients, but there's no foolproof way to ensure that when it goes to a higher court, it will be enforced. The Priceline contract uses the current industry-wide approach of browse wrapping and appears to form a valid contract with users. By creating a user account for Priceline, visitors are considered to have given consent to the privacy policy and terms and conditions of use. In the past, users with complaints against the company have been held to the terms and conditions outlined in the current contract. There have been complaints that led to arbitration or a small claims case, but consumers are bound from taking action suits against the company. Overall, the terms and conditions are pretty efficient. Their placement in the footer is appropriate because that shows where users look first. It mentions the privacy policy, where to find it. The Priceline terms and conditions are very detailed and set clear expectations for site users. The terms and conditions are relevant to the brand, but there are a few changes that would optimize the Priceline terms and conditions. The most impactful change I would suggest is rewording the contract. The contract is full of legal terms and feels really hard to grasp for an everyday consumer. Using more reader-friendly language and less legalese will show that the brand is committed to the consumer because it's using the consumer's language. The font could be updated to a lighter, crisper font, and the print could be sized up a bit to ensure a more reader-friendly experience. The brand should consider moving to a click wrap approach instead of the current browse wrap approach. The click wrap approach allows brands to reinforce the consumer's consent with a checkbox or other I agree opt-in form. The click wrap approach also tends to make terms and conditions more enforceable versus the current browse wrap approach. The terms and conditions should always be updated regularly. The general wording surrounding amendments and updates to website terms and conditions has been ambiguous. The wording in the Priceline terms and conditions should be updated from the generic approach it uses currently. The updated terminology should be along the lines of, as technology changes, so too will Priceline and its terms and conditions. The company will alert account holders of any updates planned to the terms and conditions 30 days prior to update. This lets consumer knows that the terms and conditions will be changed and provides a time frame of notification. Overall, the Priceline terms and conditions serve their purpose as is. A little tweaking in their presentation and wording will make the contract more enforceable, create a reader-friendly terms and conditions contract, and allow the brand to reinvigorate its terms and conditions policies. Thank you for joining me. Please reach out with any questions.